Alright. Alright, so I got food, which means I'm not really going to be talking much, which means I'm not going to be reading any files until I'm done. So be right back.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
More of you? Really?
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall. Marshall is waiting for you in the love lab, just down the hall.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Faden. I'm Helen Marshall, Head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
I see Rangers over there. We have to help them.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the Hiss. You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Okay, I'm back. My throat is pretty sore from all the reading and all the other shit, but I'm still gonna read the rest of the stuff right now. Let's start it. Rubber duck succubus. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Blank, the matter was ignored, believing to be the result of the child's imagination until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in the daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Blank was bringing unknown paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an alternate item is being investigated. Agent Blank has been terminated. Terminated? Like they fucking killed him? Hope when they say terminated, they don't mean like fucking killed. Like imagine his daughter, man. Carla, file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you needed to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of this newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point, I hope you will be able to attend them all still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious discovery. Regards, Research Specialist Dr. Carla Vaughn, Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, isn't this the girl that dude was making a message earlier saying we should, like, get food or something? I like how she just straight up ignored him.
Altered item.
Hiss warped. Hiss warped. Wields only paranatural abilities similar to the Drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. While you Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms. Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Refer to file blank for full report. With the recent arrival of the blank, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young blank. There are no other blank for blank to play with, and blank is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. I think they're referencing Zach. Or is it Zach? No, it's Dylan. I don't know why I said Zach. Oh, because Zachariah Trench. I just saw that and went Zach. Yeah, Zach. I think they're talking about Dylan. Either way, imagine fucking training a kid in the Bureau with some shit like that. It's fucking terrifying. Blank will require a slow, blank-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids. A television show with a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It would be good for morale, and I guarantee Blank will respond positively to these videos. We can expect the Blank to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Blank love puppets. Kids love puppets. BlackRock prisms are uniquely formations of BlackRock, distinct in both their shape and potency, while the density of BlackRock dampens paranatural forces. The unique blank structure of the prisms retained frequencies in range to Hz hertz with perfect blank harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a blank through a harmonized prism to a blank. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto blank, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance in the prism, will be explored and explained. Refer to file blank for full report. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing blank called rituals. The blank of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and casual tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling a light switch cord 3 times to entering a motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the result of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize the deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file blank for full report. Synchronicity experiment. Synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world, inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room, and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and modeling these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, itself being located in the eastern part of blank. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of the synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 1873452 for full report. Yay, my throat. Okay, I'm mostly kidding. Really nothing in here? Not even a file? Configurations. Am I gonna need to write those down? What?
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal. These whiteboard drawings may be important. Something to do with those symbols. Symbols mean.
They're different depending on the whiteboard.
What do these whiteboards mean? Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Hold on. This will be much easier if I can just do it this way. So number 5. Wait. Got it.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive, resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
So this is Blackrock Quarry.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Oh. She was right. I'm gonna go back to maintenance, she said.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he alright? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me? Why are they both the same?
Resonance is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
You know, it's kind of surreal that we're just having, like, real-time actors just doing these things. I'm assuming that's what it is. If it's not, it's fucking impressive, but I kind of doubt it. Not that I doubt that Remedy could do something impressive, more that... How do I explain? More that it feels more like an actual person being projected instead of an animated cutscene kind of thing. You know, I just realized something. If you didn't have subtitles, wait, I have clean Spore. I see. Why do we keep getting stuff for this? Like, how good even is it? I see. Yo, shit, if I open that door, will I go inside of a Dreamcast? There we go. How? Good thing I killed a bunch of shit here. I thought I would need the levitate power up for this, to be honest.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Gotta be a control point somewhere nearby. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL03 for said dimensions, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house usual walls, floors, or ships. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to the house ships and that the Atlas is a blank of the blank itself. A place of power of the Bureau itself? I don't know. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building ships, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same blank material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in the discovery of its purpose. Refer to file 8373592 for full report. Am I gonna find what's it called soon? Control point? Again. Oh, there are people that are alive here. Irish. Hey, guns, can I take any of these? Yo, is that a Glock? Hey, that is a Glock. That's cool. And bores. Little stubby short shotguns. I wish I could have some of these. I'm just forced to use this pistol that changes form. Honestly, when I heard that a gun would be changing form, I was genuinely hoping that the weapon would get like bigger or smaller depending. But I guess a single pistol that changes looks is cool too, I guess. Not really gonna complain there, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna complain a little bit. I was so scalped.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Oh, no.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in the Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted pyramid. Just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana.
See, you're still you.
Medic, what's the damage?
They've each taken a few hits. We need to get them to a surgical station ASAP, but I don't think they're stable enough to move.
Oh yeah? Well, they're gonna have to be. Because we are moving out and I am not leaving them behind. Now do what you need to do.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Wells. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29.
I'm not doing so
Secondary
hard.
objective
You're fine.
always
We'll push through this.
find the route
The
from
one's
the threshold
doing
entrance
pushing
and
back.
maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success. What a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should talk about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song.
Hey, remember the deal.
With desire.
Kill a hiss, I buy a shot.
She was
Bottom
so
shelf only.
I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
That shit the Hiss are spouting? I've seen parapsychosis, but what the hell is a worm through time?
Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've been both acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one that proved all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling invaded those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with any additional protective devices, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon before the Bureau holds a meeting.
Rangers.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's amazing.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base and executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. Be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Why does my head feel like this? Is it the Hiss or a concussion? Everything.
Actually, I know it's been pretty short time, but I think I'm gonna cut stream off here once I'm done with upgrades and shit. Ooh, that sounds very tempting. Oh, I can upgrade Pierce? I can't upgrade the other two, though. Well, whatever. How does Pierce work? Okay. Okay, you have to charge it. Got it. Alright, well, I'm gonna be done for now. Catch y'all later. Ciao for now, buds.